24 hours before the 2008 subprime mortgage crisis erupted. An astonishing event took place on Wall Street. The chief risk officer of the investment bank, Bald Brother, was fired. Before leaving, he handed a USB drive to his apprentice, Robert, and warned him, "The sky is about to fall. Handle it however you can." At the time, Robert, a tech-savvy guy, didn't fully grasp the gravity of this warning. That night, he plugged the USB drive into his office computer and discovered an extremely serious issue. Over the past 2 weeks, the bank's risk had exceeded the critical threshold 4 times. If the risk were to materialize, the bank's losses would far surpass its market value. This meant that the investment bank's business was on the verge of collapse, yet Wall Street's risk control system had failed to detect it. The news sent shockwaves throughout the company. Paul, the head of the trading department, and other senior executives couldn't comprehend it. However, in an emergency meeting, President Simon called for a full investigation, which eventually confirmed the severity of the crisis. At this point, other investment banks on Wall Street were still unaware of the issue. Chairman Locke quickly gathered the senior leadership for an emergency meeting. In recent years, the investment bank had made a fortune by bundling and selling mortgage-backed securities, but as leverage grew, the risks began to emerge. Locke realized that if the real estate market were to drop by 25%, they would face the risk of bankruptcy. To quickly escape this situation, he decided to dump all the securities that were on the verge of becoming worthless. The head of the trading department initially refused to carry out this decision. However, Locke successfully persuaded him with an offer of a sky-high bonus. Next, Kevin gathered all the traders and decided to quietly liquidate the securities. They knew this move could destroy their careers, but the promise of substantial bonuses made many of them waver. The traders began reaching out to clients, offering the risky securities at discounted prices, trying to complete the transactions before other investment banks on Wall Street caught on. By 4 p.m., all the securities were sold off. At that point, Kevin was ready to resign, but Locke told him, "History repeats itself. After the crisis is over, we will return and buy back the garbage we sold today." Ultimately, the subprime mortgage crisis erupted, and the stock market and real estate bonds collapsed. The remaining elite members at the company prepared to face the next crisis.